Here we are with Stuart Frith, the Defender program engineer, in a very exclusive Auto Pro interview. Stuart, please make us understand, all our viewers, why the plug-in hybrid was necessary for the new Defender.
Oh, well, I mean, clearly electrification is our future. So from a CO2 emissions perspective, without electrification, the car would not really be a viable proposition into the future. So we like plug-in hybrid. It gives us, for the majority of our customers, the architecture works with internal combustion engine. But if you want the choice of a plug-in hybrid with electrification, then what we offer on the Defender is a powerful but CO2 conscious product that allows 43 kilometres of pure electric zero emissions range. So we actually feel that gives a really good balance for our customer base. We also have seen that it's given us really nice benefits off-road as well, which you've experienced today, where the car has got really good tractability up slippery surfaces, and actually the silence of not having a combustion engine running gives you a much better feeling of how the tyre is working on the road surface, because you can hear it better, and it gives you a lot more control with the instant torque of electric motor. So we've got 275 newton meters of torque available from the electric motor alone, which will get you up any incline, but it will get you up in a very, very controlled fashion.
Give us the green credentials of the system. How big is the battery? How big is the electric range? How big is the CO2 emissions for the first WLTP 100 kilometers, please?
So, well, in reverse order, so 74 grams per kilometre. So in miles per gallon, it's 85 miles per gallon in UK terms. The range is 43 kilometres for pure EV zero emission range. The battery itself is a 19 kilowatt battery, 19.2 kilowatt battery, and the electric motor, as I've said, is 275 newton meters, but it's 105 kilowatt motor supplied by that 19 kilowatt battery.
How long you need to plug in to be fully powered?
Well, fairly unique for us is that we offer DC charging as a PHEV. That's a rarity. And that allows fast DC charging, allows you with a 22 kilowatt DC charger, allows it within 2 hours, 80% within 30 minutes.
This is really impressive that Jaguar Land Rover started to roll out also the DC charging. How do you explain that other companies, most of them for the plug-in hybrids, they don't have it? You are one of the very few having this DC fast charging capability.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the competition don't do it. Maybe it's for package reasons, maybe it's for cost reasons. We feel it's an important thing for our customer to be able to have the option of DC charging, whilst being able to charge from your home charger. 7 kilowatt charger will charge the product in around 2 hours as well. So it's really important to have the option on those journeys, and it also gives us some confidence that people are able to use the electric motor power more often as a bigger proportion of their overall usage. So in real world terms, obviously that helps the overall CO2 emissions of the vehicle.
Talking about this kind of things, how do you see this 43 EV range? Because from some perspectives it's okay, some other perspectives might not be okay, to be too small. But what was your approach to come down with this 43 kilometers?
Really, it's the available space for the battery with the latest battery density. So batteries, the energy density is developing all the time. Mm-hmm. And so for the space that we had available to us in the car, without overly compromising luggage space in particular, it was the right package for this car. And we also feel that, you know, anything up to 40, 50 kilometres is typical usage, is something that people allows them to commute to work if they live in the city, and it also allows them, in the majority of their journeys, to have a zero emission vehicle.
Who is the provider of the battery?
So we use more than one battery supplier for our products. For Defender we use Samsung. We also use LG for some of our other products. They're our current suppliers.
Now I will ask you a more theoretical but also very practical question. The very first concept like a plug-in was actually the extended ranger, as you know very well.
Yes.
Then the plug-in came into the picture with clear advantages and disadvantages. I suspect you in the company made also this analysis between the extended range opportunity and the plug-in opportunity, and finally you went to the plug-in. What was the reason that you choose to use in the whole company the plug-in technology?
So we've tried both, and we built vehicles, obviously, prototypes with both. It really comes down to what the customer requirement is. So if the majority of your customers are going to buy the internal combustion engine variant, then you set the architecture around the internal combustion engine variant. If the majority of your customers are going to be electric vehicle customers, then the range extender becomes more appropriate, because you set the car up essentially to be an electric car with the charge boost of the internal combustion engine. And it's the proportion of the customers that will accept the compromise of the architecture that's not designed to do that.
In your perspective, because obviously things will move on with the batteries, with the software managing the batteries, how soon do you think 100 kilometers electric autonomy for such a beautiful Defender could be a reality? Because as I said, it's a matter of batteries, not about the other technologies on the car.
Yeah, you start to get to that sort of distance, you start to need more space, and you need to put the battery in a different location.
Today, but in the near future, it should be more or less the same size of the battery with a better density. What do you think? How do you see this future?
We don't really talk about our future product strategy, but I can certainly see with battery technology the way it's going. Certainly, you could see within the next 2, 3, 4 years that 100 kilometers should be quite realistic.
Let's go to my last but my favorite discussion, which is Mr. James Bond. Your company provided cars, and obviously, as we know from the trailer, Defender is one of the stars in the movie. Please tell us an insight about the cooperation with the movie producers.
Yeah, of course, it's very exciting to be involved in that. So actually, we built 10 cars for the James Bond movie. They were all standard petrol 6 P400 Defender 110s. In fact, they were the first 10 cars that we'd built out of the production facility, ironically. So they range from VIN 0 to VIN 00010 or 0010.
Including 007?
Including 007. So yeah, that was great. And they came to us with we want to do these sorts of stunts. And the great thing is that we were able to satisfy their requirements without modifying the car. Especially, we put a roll cage in the car and racing front seats with a full harness, really for safety purposes as much as anything. But yeah, the suspension is all standard. And talking to the stunt crew, they really appreciated the car. I mean, one of the stunts, they 3 cars, you might have seen the footage, 3 cars coming off the side of a hill off a mound. They travelled about 30 metres in the air, then landed again. They did that several times. Pretty brave of the stunt drivers, they were telling us, as you can imagine. But they were really surprised how the cars
that was
just kept going.
That was a real scene. It was a real flight. It was not
CGI.
Not
No, not at all. Not CGI. And the cars did it several times to get the right shot. And the producer was telling us that actually the first one was a little bit tame, and they kept getting them going faster and faster and going further and further, and we're surprised just how far. I mean, they were going quite, almost 10 metres off the ground at one stage. So yeah,
amazing,
really
amazing.
good fun.
How many of the 10 cars been destroyed?
Oh, I don't know actually.
All of them, huh?
I'm hoping that, I'm hoping not. I mean, I know some are still working, but yeah, I think all of them are still exhibits, and I think nearly all of them are still running. So I don't think they destroyed any of them fully. We managed to survive the process.
And as a company, you have one of these for your own museum, or all of them are going to the
I don't
producer?
know actually. I don't know. I should find out. But I think we are keeping more than one ourselves, just for our own historical purposes. Yes.
Stuart, thank you very much. I can't wait to see the movie. And I'm so happy that I was driving the car, which was absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much,
My
and
pleasure.
congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a great achievement for the company. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cheers.